Last year, I attended the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, Michigan. While I was editing down that video, all of my footage from my camera got corrupted. I decided to come back to this year's event for the charity preview, where I donated $400 to the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan. This money comes from my earnings on my main TRIZE gaming channel. In this video, I will highlight the experience of me being here one day prior to the public showing. Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, literally, and I'm here inside the Huntington Place here in Detroit, Michigan for the charity event preview here for the start of 2026. So like I said, the majority of my earnings here on YouTube come from my main TRIZE channel, other than this here, it's TRIZE here channel, because, well, got over 120 subs, opposed to over 25,000 subs on my main gaming channel, where that main gaming channel is an automotive sim kind of gameplay video where I got automation car company tycoon game, BeamNG Drive, and try to get my ass back on NASCAR and all that stuff, the games that I normally would play, but all thanks to my non-uploading ass. You know, that's what happens when you have a job in real life too. So also in light of this fit I got here, just a run-of-the-mill suit and tie on, dress pants, and all that good stuff. Because it's a charity event preview, having $400 for such a ticket, or $350 a piece to make it $700 for a couple, you gotta really look the part and all that good stuff when you're paying hundreds of dollars for a damn ticket that's going into charity. All right, so let me check in just a little ways ahead of me, and hopefully I can get in with this camera, my microphone, and this setup. All right, just walked in through security, no problem whatsoever. Had a ticket on my phone, and here's the showroom floor. Pretty much little changes here, especially for Ford, because I've been here last year, and unfortunately last year, the frickin' file got corrupted with my damn videos off of my GoPro, because I had my camera in my backpack, but unfortunately with that backpack, they couldn't let me with the security saying, no, you can't bring it in. I had all my freaking gear in the back, and I had to rely on my GoPro, which was pretty much the camera to go for recording that event last year, which unfortunately, like I said, got corrupted because the freaking USB drive, the little SD to USB drive, just gave up on me and lost all of my GoPro footage. So this is the way to come back here for the charity preview, because, well, making a lot of money for YouTube only because I got an account specifically for YouTube for my finances, and just coming here again to redeem myself. And for I've been seeing that Ford private dealer event. What, one of the local Detroit dealers with their frickin' Ford Raptor, Mach-E, and a Bronco over here. Can you get into cars like you normally would on a public day, or no? It's kind of like treated like, per se, like the manufacturer and press days. I don't know. Let's try out this Explorer. Can I get in or no, like the public days? So let's see, the Ford Explorer Tremor, about $48,465, starting as of a few days ago, January 7th. So can you get in? Let's see. Open the door. Yeah, as per usual, like for a public showing, but I don't know about these three. I'll check it out. They got the same damn door chime like for the older Fords. You got the Blue Cruise right there. I don't know if you've seen the little IR lights right in the middle. So I'm not a huge Ford guy, but hello, Mr. Blue Cruise. Can you not kill my camera? So pretty decent interior. I didn't really check out the specs of this thing, so pretty roomy all around. It's a three-row seating SUV. I think it's like 7 seats or something like that. So it's just like being in the public showing days, but I'll try out the Mach-E over there, see if I can get in or not. All right, these are door handles for the Mach-E. These things here, oh, it's a push button. Oh, you can. All right, let's get into the freaking electric Mustang, the crossover. It's kind of weird how Ford here decided to make a crossover SUV, like a fastback, off of the Ford Mustang with the electric Mustang Mach-E. And not only that, it's got frickin' 41.5 miles. I'll steal this bitch right off the lot now if you don't mind, even though I'm a broke ass to a 9 to 5 and YouTube. And even when I was doing the video for the public showing last year, it was kind of like a touring video because I was worried about the music being copywritten and all that stuff here, because here in Detroit, Motown is really their thing, and the DJ had motel going, and you go to like the Dodge Center, Chrysler, or here Ford, Honda, Toyota, or whatever, and they got the PA announcer just announced away this, that, talk about their lineup, any events or things to do while you're up here, just some fun activities for the fans and everybody up here, the showgoers. And this is the get out. Intuitive door handle. Right though. So even with the naming of the Mach-E, I mean, they pretty much made a Mustang, but a fastback kind of vehicle that we got here. It's also electric, and the California Special. What's so California about this? How do you do the lift gate? Is it here? That's the light. Ah, button right here. Decent sized lift gate for this bad boy for the trunk space of the Mach-E. Got your, not a power outlet? Oh, it's a Mustang Pony, the logo. And can you press it as it close it? No, never mind, it does. And the Raptor still has its brake lights. I think this is the daytime running lights, so nobody's in. Yep, you didn't. Wait, $100,000? So the Raptor, goddamn, 100 grand for the Raptor. The XL begins at $38,810. Well, let's see what a $110,000 car, this truck here, step on in, sit your ass on in, and indulge in 6 figures of this vehicle. And what the is this a cleaning bot, server bot? What you got going here, man? Is this available for the public showing, or is this to show off the rich people? So the Raptor, I know, is the more performance grade model of this here pickup truck. So you got the paddle shifters here, gear shifter, big ass screen. I didn't really see the specs of this thing because I know you had the specs more detailed and listed right on the little paper I showed you there, but I didn't really see it compared to last year where it listed like all the main specs for the vehicle that they got listed here for the specific trim model that they got on the 4. And auxiliary from 1 to 6.
Let me take a picture of you guys.
Aww. No sunglasses, and I turned on aux. Never mind. And the door handle. Ford's being intuitive, all right. All right, let's stick around the 5.0, the Mustang. It's the GT Premium Fastback. So yeah, like I was saying with last year, oh, that's just a website to build your Mustang. But last year, they had like a list of specs with the specific trim they got on the showroom floor like this. So like it said here, a GT Premium, and it's got like whatever the screen size, engine it uses, suspension, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything listed here. I don't know if it's just because I didn't really had a chance to look at Ford last year, but it might be a Ford thing, but who knows? Let's wait until I get to like GM or something like that. So can you get in? Because I'm a rich guy. Trying to be rich. Oh my God. God damn, I am tight in this bitch. I'm sitting back, leaning back into this bitch. I mean, look at the fitment. I don't know if you can see this because they don't have a back screen, but look at the fitment if you can see it. My hips, like the side of my back, is conforming exactly to the seat. These Recaro seats. Nice. I say nice because I'm fitted right in here perfectly. And unfortunately, it's an automatic and e-brake. Okay, just... They disable the e-brake or is it an electronic pull handle? Okay. Yeah, we got the F350 Tremor. Got some big ass where he's like 4-inch exhaust pipes on the right side of the vehicle. So this here is the F350, oh, Platinum, right? Yeah, Platinum 4x4, $103,860. That guy next to me is another Tremor, but an F-150. And that guy in the distance is the Raptor version of the F-150. Comes with a 6.7 Power Stroke diesel engine, no side steps. Let's figure it out. Never mind, it just hides away. So, the F-350 is more of a work truck, medium duty, rather than the basic F-150, America's best-selling pickup truck on the American market.
Do you work for A2 Mac 1?
No, I don't. No, I'm just an independent YouTuber. That's all I am.
Oh, you really? Yeah.
Do you know who they are, though?
I'm not too sure, ma'am. Got some company.
This big boy's got nice diamond-plated stitching. It's a sexy truck.
It's beautiful.
Platinum goes. They got away with the.
Leather's amazing.
They
This
left
is,
the limited. Limited's gone. They had to mix. They had to blend it in. This is. I'm telling you, this is one of the biggest selling features of this truck. It's a big one. Look at the bed. That's a big bed. Yeah, this thing is no joke. It's a nice truck.
I know.
Nice truck. Nice truck. I wouldn't take the outside color, but
Yeah, I agree in a way. And same push door handles, just pull in. And there goes the side steps as you come out this boy. All right, how's the tailgate of this thing? Power tailgate. And they got a pimped out roller on the back, which has really become synonymous with Ford lately for their pickup trucks, going up to 150 inches. All right. Oh, never mind, 150 centimeters. Bottom is in inches. Anything on the bottom? I better not be breaking shit. All right, put this back up before I break shit. All right, let's try out the compact truck. Good old Maverick. The Lobo package claims $35,930. The displayed price is $41,525. And it's deemed a mid-tier pickup truck according to what the specs have shown on the little screen there, with the Tremor being top of the line, Lariat one model or one trim level down. A little different display screen compared to the like Expedition, Explorer, the F-150s and all that stuff. Pretty big ass touchscreen. This is like 12 inches maybe, 13. Because cars nowadays have really gone way up in terms of the screen size, where you control everything from your seats, climate control, or the infotainment all in one place here. And the good old dial shifter, because they want to be a bit more simplistic. I mean, it does clean up the interior space, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a huge guy on the dial shifters compared to the traditional run-of-the-mill, gear shifters, the gear levers, rather than what they are doing now. Oh, even the design here, not a complete trim right here for the armrest and all that good stuff. Interesting. Fine dining section. Guarantee the food at that fine dining section, like for a steak, $90 or some bullshit. All right, what does Buick have to offer? I'm right next door to Ford here at Buick near the GM Center. So, oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So it might be a Ford thing with the features it tells you for the key features and any standard and available equipment. This is pretty much a GM thing and all that good stuff for like Buick, GMC, Chevrolet, and all that good stuff. At Ford, they ain't doing it. So if you pretty much know about Buick by now, here in the United States, they're just all SUVs. This is the Invista ST Touring Edition, Sport Touring Edition. That guy might be the Encore. That's the, what's the thing? The Invista Avenir. And then that guy might be the Enclave, the one in white. All right, let's see what an SUV has to offer here for GM. All SUVs, rather than here in China. They got the frickin' Buick Century minivan over there, the LaCrosse, and everything we used to sell here is in China, not here in the United States, because they changed the bitch with the markets. So right away, wraparound screen with 20 miles on the odometer. Can't you believe this, shiznit? Am I able to, let's see with the dial here, can I? Audio, is it touchscreen? Touchscreen. Start the vehicle. Yeah, I'm gonna rob this bitch right now. How about ambient lighting? Does the car have to be on for this? Hold up. Let's just do red. Turn on the car. It's unfortunate. And the GM Super Cruise going mental up in here on the steering wheel. There's self-driving feature, including a little thing down here, the indicator below. And it's an indicator or something else. I only got it as a freaking 2013 Volkswagen. I don't own any 2020s kind of vehicles or possess or this and that about them. So fairly spacious all around this thing. So it's a 3-row. Okay, 3rd row seating for the Invista. Good old moonroof for this bad boy. We got the back one as well as the front one. Pretty interesting. Got Bose sound system, all-wheel drive button there with the dreaded auto stop start thing. Can you please focus for once? Probably doesn't want to focus because the government killed the button. Good for them. Oh, it's the Enclave. Damn it. The Avenger is $31,295 starting MSRP with the 1.2 liter engine, 6-speed auto, front wheel drive, and all that good stuff. The hell's going on over there? Even though I missed the ribbon cutting ceremony, which I got here right just after 5:30, but might be a DJ performance because we got DJ Remarkable, Trick, and Robin Thicke are going to be here, but Robin Thicke comes in at 8 o'clock. And currently it's a little after 6:10-ish. So pretty much just GM-ified, Buick-ified glory up in here. And sorry, the camera movements. I'll probably do this post-edit because it's just me grabbing the camera raw and not having like a little stick on the bottom to spin the camera around, hold it, and all that good stuff. And this is 2-row seating compared to the other car, so just your typical run-of-the-mill fastback SUV in good old GM glory with Buick. Let's see what the Chevy equivalent is. This is like a wannabe, what is it, Equinox? You got these CBS News over here? Okay then, because way over there, I'm gonna zoom in, you got WXYZ, Channel 7 of Detroit. Oh, they about to do the cameras, they live? So Channel 7 here for Detroit, WXYZ, they do the live streaming here every single year of the charity event preview every year in Detroit. So if you happen to see that live stream of me just walk around talking with camera like this or whatever, it's me. If you see that live stream on WXYZ. We got the Blazer. Is this what the Invista comes from? The Blazer EV? Well, this particular Blazer. It's the SS model as pictured, $62,990, but MSRP is $62,495. 312 miles of range. Anything with the 0 to 60 claims 3.4 seconds, 615 horsepower, 650 pounds-feet of torque with wide open watts enabled. Let's see the wannabe Invista, aka the Chevy Blazer. 15% charge. Hey, you gotta charge this thing right now. No key found because they don't own it. Key not detected. Yeah, not detected. Frickin' GM's got it. The heads of GM or somebody. So I do dig the interior color, the colorways with the SS red, including the stitch in here, and pretty clean center console, just like nothing whatsoever. Pretty deep ass pockets here. I can't throw the flash on. Let's see. Nope. I probably got to restart the video for the flash. And we got the SS on the headrest here behind me over my shoulder, including this guy here too. Rip that bitch. It's interesting how they call this the Blazer now rather than something else. I mean, GM probably did a smart move calling it a Blazer rather than being like the K10 or the S10 Blazers, as we're all pretty much used to the old Blazer models compared to this crossover version that we got going here, a modern day crossover. All right, a few more before I head out of here, Chevy, because, well, it's a GM product. It's what it is. So we got the Z06 Chevy Corvette, the ZR1X. People want to call it the Zora, but they didn't want to. The CX concept, which is this thing right here in the middle, that's the electrified concept car of the Chevy Corvette. All right, this is the concept car here. So what do we got blowing on here? Some 21, 22-inch rims up here. Really dig the body style and very sleek and clean for this concept EV of the Corvette. And over here is Zora, the ZRX1, that makes like 1,000 horsepower or something like that of this here Corvette. Oh, they're recording right here. Oh, shoot. See me on the news? It's me. All right, let's check out the Suburban while I'm on the news here, the High Country Edition. I'll show you the prices when I get out of the car here. I got pretty much a lot of damn room. Can I adjust the seat? Oh, I can adjust the seat. There we go. And you still got the good old Super Cruise. This thing strobing at you. Not strobing at you. This guy here, not strobing at you too. It looks like it's a 3-row seating because we got, of course, the front seats that I'm in, the middle row, and I think the back might be folded down for extra cargo space, it seems like, because, well, Suburbans are the big boys, the Tahoe is the smaller boys. And how much for the High Country? They claim $86,495 right there. Comes in either the 5.3 EcoTech, the Lawsuit 6.2 EcoTech V8 making 420 horsepower, or the new Duramax 305 horsepower, 405 pounds-feet of torque. All right, so here I'm at Toyota again. It's pretty much like a similar lineup with how I was here last year. Just minivans, the Grady 6, the Toyota Corolla GR version, and the Toyota Crown, which was brand new, I believe, last year. So I was here last year. It looks like the same exact models, SUVs, vans, fastback, sedans, the Prius, and all that good stuff from last year. Is that Jalen Rose, the MC from afar? I know he was doing the MCing, like not the MCing, but the, well, MCing, yeah. Yeah, because you have him first, and then, the local talent, and then Robin Thicke is last at 8 p.m. But I think the GR86 still has a manual, so what's the price? Total suggested retail manufacturer price at $40,504. The MSRP, that thing is $33,000. The optional equipment base manufacturer suggested in retail price. All right, let's get into Grady 6, as I personally call it. My freaking knees are at the door. That's my knee. Sheesh, it's up to my freaking kneecap. And then getting in this thing. Got tight freaking dress pants. Now I'm in. And we got the manual shifter. Where's the knob, bro? All right, let's see if I still got this. Okay, gas, brake. All right, here's the clutch. Okay. We in first. Neutral. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. I think it's 6. Is there a reverse gear that makes this 6? I would really want a manual in the future, but I would pretty much be better off just having like a learner manual car rather than just going all big with a $30,000, $40,000 car. Just like, I don't know, give me a Honda Civic, the Saturn Sky that I want, or whatever for a Manny. And I think the GR86 might be, I think the Corolla is also a manual. Oh my God. I'm 6'1", by the way. Pain in the ass to get out. All right, what does Corolla claim right here, price-wise? $48,678 total. MSRP $45,965. And yes, it's a manual too. So I think these are the only 2 manual cars that Toyota provides. Just Johnny on the spot on the showroom floor like they did last year. And the Corolla, unlike the Grady 6, much more comfortable, and these are manual seats. Okay. There, manual seats, not power. All right, though. And IMT, I think this is the intelligent manual thing right here where, like, it prevents you from, like, money shifting. I think they prevent money shifting and automatic rev matching, like some modern manual cars are now starting to do for their newer manual cars, if they provide them, which there ain't much out here in the United States. And opposed to the GR86, got some good access with the back seats here. Man, that's a lack of space. I'd really mess with more, instead of just having the GR Corolla, is to have the GR Yaris over here in the States. But the Yaris is pretty much exclusive to markets throughout Europe and not throughout the United States, with that 300 horsepower, 3-cylinder engine that the Yaris provides, and it's more smaller, more nimbler than the GR Corolla hatchback. And what kind of underglow do we got going here? What's your neon? Is this the Prelude? It is indeed the Prelude, this here $42,000 car, which a lot of people have criticized the price of this thing being a bit too high for such a fun little coupe that we got going here for a Honda. So all right on the styling with the back end and the flowing design with the coupe roofline heading towards the back. What's it like getting into a $42,000 criticized Honda? Damn. And the criticized Honda has an automatic, the button shifters. Oopsie daisies. So a friend of mine has a 2022 Rep that bitch 2022 Honda Civic. It's a Honda Civic Sport, but very similar interior that the Prelude has, with the just general, like the screens and all that stuff, and yeah. All right, here's a little test track where a professional driver takes over and you ride as a passenger as Silverado does Silverado things. So predominantly EVs pretty much dominate this little track here because they provide zero emissions and noxious gases running through the entirety of this convention center, basically poisoning anybody, assuming that there's no ventilation. It's like we got a lot of more vehicles now able to be test ridden in. So you got the F-150 Lightning in the back. Is that a Fiat? They got Fiat in this bad boy. Got a Jeep, the all-new Chevy, Dodge Charger EV muscle car. But you call that a Chevy. So I'm right next to the stage, and the live audio wasn't coming too good. This here is the gallery. It's a high-end car collection featuring many supercars, luxury vehicles, sports cars, classics, and other high-end vehicles. I was out here last year, where the area was walled up, unlike this year's event. Most of the cars they've seen last year made an appearance for 2026. Some cars, like a handful of the Ferraris and Aston Martins, were moved just to the left of the gallery's showroom floor. For the 2026 lineup, just to breeze through this, you have the Pininfarina Battista, provided by Pagani of Chicago. This is an electric hypercar that boasts a power rating of 1900 horsepower with a 0 to 62 in 1.8 seconds, all that with a maximum EPA range of 300 miles on a single charge. Another supercar new to 2026 is the Koenigsegg Regera, also provided by Pagani of Chicago. Unlike the electric Pininfarina, it's a plug-in hybrid with a 5-liter twin-turbo V8 with 3 electric motors combined to make 1500 horsepower. It also has a single direct drive gear opposed to a traditional automatic or manual transmission. Not only that, only 85 units were made for the Regera's run. Further down the line, you also got the Maserati MC20, which makes a return for 2025, but from a different collector, including a pair of McLarens, luxury SUVs, the Pagani Huayra by Pagani of Chicago, many Lamborghinis, from the Diablo to the Huracan Starato, and the Ariel Atom 3R. Okay, minivan time, a Lucid Gravity. Didn't even expect the Lucid to be here in the showroom floor like this, other than the Lucid Air sedans. I doubt you can get into a Lucid, right? Yes or no? Nope. Why the hell do we got a FedEx coming through here? What's up at FedEx? All right, let's get a drive-by of this here Charger. I swore I had a gas motor. Is it EV? Scat Pack, Rumblebee badge. Damn, I think it has a gas motor. What you got for me? 4-cylinder? Oh, he's still going. What you got for me, Charger? What you got? Denali? Nothing. I'm more interested in the goddamn Charger I think it comes with the Hurricane engine, I believe the i6. So I was at the same track behind me, but I think it was only in 2 cars. I think it was the Volkswagen ID Buzz that's discontinued, and I believe a Mazda CX-90, I believe, the hybrid version of that car. But that was during closing time, right? 30 minutes for closing time. I could only get into 2 cars before it closed. All right, let's rest up a little bit at Cadillac. We got the Formula One car, which they recently debuted in the F1. And does the CT5 still come with a manual? I'll be damned. It still comes with a manual. This is the one I was in last year. So the Blackwing here in particular starts from 98.9 and picture 101,625. Either get it with the 3-liter V6 or a supercharged 6.2 liter, and yes, comes with a manual if you want it. And I believe there were just 3. Can I? Oh, electronic door handle. Okay. I was about to say, getting in that thing, it's an electronic door handle. There were probably 3 of these manuals that were at the auto show here, just the 2 Toyotas and this Cadillac. They can get in. So let's see, clutch. I about didn't shift it properly into 6. And is reverse... No, you can't grip up and push. Oh, there's the thing. Oh, you shift it all the way over and up. That might be reverse gear. So pretty typical all around, just GM fashion with the screens and interior setup because they're well known into their part sharing and all that good stuff with Cadillac, Chevy, GMC, you know it. Oh, there's Volkswagen at the freaking Kia Center. Does the Golf still have a manual, the GTI? It has, whatever this is, can I get in? Yeah, let me, get in. All right, so that is your gear shifter. Okay, again, and pretty damn quiet up in here. So is that the new Cadillac concept, this bad boy over there, or what? So instead of having the DSG like in my 2013 Passat, just literally it's the size of my freaking index finger, just this front pre-fold here. That is how you shift. Talk about being clean, trying to clean up the interior and all that good stuff with the center cabin. You know what I'm talking about? Here's the discontinued ID Buzz. Only sold like not even a lot of units up in here. I've been in it for that little test drive with that track from afar in the distance. Must be like that one dude who does shorts better than frickin' Doug DeMuro. Just run down, you got heated leather seats, you know what I'm talking about, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Supposedly has an ID Buzz, and damn, the frickin' button just damn near popped. I'm not joking. So very basic and small little center screen right here. Interesting. You got your center screen, wide open freaking center console. I mean, I can kick the passenger's foot if I want to. In the back, wide open. Yeah, 3 rows of seats, 2 up here, 2 middle, and 2 in the back, so it's a 6-seater, if I'm right. And 81% theoretically has you 199 miles of range in this thing. This is also the downsides of the ID Buzz is the lack of range for like, what, a $50,000, $60,000 vehicle, maybe more, or around there or something like that. Is this the Jetta right here? Is the Jet? It just says GLI. I think that's the Jetta. And DSG? Manual? Hold up, manual or DSG? Hold up, this is the 4th manual vehicle I found in this showroom floor. Hold on. Let's go, street pedals, let's go. It's a freaking manual. The freaking Jet GTI or GLI is a freaking manual. Watch this bitch. Reverse. Reverse. There I am. Back up. Hit the throttle. Stall because I'm not in the clutch. And unlike the freaking Passat I got, we got mode. What kind of mode you talking about? I don't even have traction control or nothing like that, like the buttons for traction control or ESC, none of that whatsoever. It's just blank on both sides. You press it, you wish you had it. So the GLI is officially the GLI, or is it just the Jetta GLI? I know they were done with the Passat, but it says GLI. I think it's the not Passat, the Jetta GLI, I think. I haven't really been up to date with modern Volkswagens lately, other than the one I have on me right now with the 3.6 liter VR6 DSG 2013, like I've been saying in the past few minutes. We got a goddamn prototype up in here for Kia right next to the Volkswagens. So it's the Kia K4 GT, and what does it say? All new 2026 Kia K4 Hatchback GT line. We're redefining what's possible for the doers. They do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, does a Subaru BRZ, does this have the manual or is it an automatic? The wannabe Grade 6, which I think Toyota did collaborate with them, with the Subaru, with the BRZ and Toyota 86. And automatic, it looks like. All right, get in with my knee-high ass doors. Look, kneecap touching the armrest. Getting in was easy somehow, and yes, automatic. Unlike the manual with the Toyota little ways away from me. So it's just Subaruified with the 86, and they Subaruified it to make it the BRZ, which they've done for the last couple generations of this car. Somewhat similar. Kind of like that one dude says, I don't know if I still have the video from my GoPro or my phone or something like that. You get a new Toyota Supra. Tells his girlfriend, You know this is a freaking BMW, right? This is a BMW.
You know, this is a BMW.
Even though it is, because they collaborate together, the BMW makes up the Z chassis cars to make the Supra. All right, it's just about 7 o'clock roughly, and hopefully in the next 2 hours, I know Robin thinks to be here in the next hour on stage, but hopefully I can get my ass going on some of the events here, like the track way far in the distance, and Ford with the Bronco and Jeep way over there. I'm gonna try to get my ass going on the experience and see what the line is like. All right, a couple more of Cadillac. So we got the elevated velocity concept vehicle, this here off-roader. There's the Celestiq behind me. I did see that one, which is literally right there, this little electric fastback looking luxury sedan. So I didn't see the elevated, the VCCV, I think you would call it. So there's your interior. You got 4 seats, it looks like, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Whatever this center console is that Cadillac and GM are brewing up in here. All right, over at Jeep with the Chrysler section, we got the Dodge Ram frickin' Craftsman Truck Series. Let's frickin' go, they're back in the game. So this is Dodge's return for the NASCAR series after not being here since like what, 2014 or something like that. They pulled out for all of them, whether if it's for like the NASCAR Cup Series, the O'Reilly Parts Series, or Busch Series, whatever you call it now, and the Truck Series. But they started to start slow with the Truck Series with this here Ram pickup truck that we got going here for next season for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And what the hell is Jeep doing here? The Recon Jeep? Okay, never seen this one. So the taillight styling kind of is almost derived like this Gladiator here with these taillights and daytime running lights shared somewhat with how the Jeep Gladiator is right here, a car that's built here in the Toledo, Ohio area where I'm from. All right, Recon unlockable? Nope, guess not. I might as well do my first experience here at the night. Got a couple hours to kill, see what Jeep has to offer. Never been to the Jeep section, just the racetrack. And in 2016 with Dodge, with the Ram pickup truck, about the tow capabilities, suspension diversity, and all that stuff, but not here at the Jeep Center. Why should be that bad? Because, well, you got a Jeep that is still doing a turn, that is going up that. After signing up to participate, I got in line and waited 15 minutes for my ride. You also had other Wranglers and Gladiators running around this course. However, your choice of vehicle is randomized based on who arrived at the start of your experience. By the time I got in the Jeep Wrangler, I cut out most of the audio except for my reaction and the driver talking due to copywritten music playing in the car. Anyways, here's an uncut POV of the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon with the 392 V8 motor with the driver explaining its capabilities.
Good?
Yeah, we're good. Damn. Yo. All right.
Built at 40 degrees. This is the V8 Wrangler, the 392.
Okay.
0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, 475 on horse.
Yeah. Oh my God. How high are we up? Are we like 20 feet, you say?
About 28 feet in the air.
28 feet. Damn.
And we're dropping at 40 degrees.
Okay, then. Oh, man.
Hold the dog. There's traffic over there.
I see.
Go chill for a second.
All right. Whew. That really gets you.
Yeah, I try to track the other Jeeps. That way I'm not waiting too long in the front.
Yeah.
This is our art installation. This is called the crevasse.
Okay.
The goal in that is just to keep the vehicle upright. They got inspiration from it from all the way out of Utah in the Lions did.
Yeah.
Here we'll go sideways.
Oh, man.
vehicle in front of us is articulating, so the front and back axle is slanted on purpose.
I see.
Yeah. But it's balancing the vehicle in that situation.
All right.
You got lost. Okay.
Oh.
So hold on, take your seatbelt off though. Take it off, take it off.
Okay, sorry.
Just don't get out there. Let me get you out right here.
All right, a second.
Yeah, take your time, make sure you got everything.
Yep, I'm good.
Nope, you're fine.
So there's a Jeep section for you. So first time being on that, other than waiting for like a freaking hour, maybe an hour and a half or whatever for the public showing dates where the lines are literally a joke. So I guess my $400 ass ticket is pretty much like Cedar Point with the fast track lines, you know what I'm saying? So let's head over to Ford with the Bronco. I think that's the one in the distance. Yeah, that's Ford with the Bronco.
After heading back down to Ford to get into the Bronco, there were only a couple out running around the course. I waited an hour to get into the car, opposed to the short wait at Camp Jeep. On top of that, I was the last few people able to be entered and ended up missing Robin Thicke's performance on stage. More than half the time, bro was wooing his ass off and ended up doing his finale with Blurred Lines, which is literally the only Robin Thicke song I ever know by him. After the long wait, I got into the Bronco, where the driver runs the course, explaining the features, like at Camp Jeep. So here's the uncut POV from Ford.
What's your name?
Jacob.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bree. I'll be driving you today.
All right, will do.
Have you been in a Bronco before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll try my best to teach you as much as I can in the short period of time that we have.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a 20-degree incline that we're about to do on our side. Now, I know 20 degrees doesn't sound like a lot, doesn't look like a lot, but it actually is when we're sideways. So hold on to your stuff. We're just going to work our way up this incline here.
Alrighty. Oh, whoa.
I know. It feels like we're going to fall out of the car, huh?
I know.
Now, what's crazy is we've actually seen a lot of videos of the Bronco doing like 40 degrees on its side online without rolling over, which is pretty cool. I personally don't need to participate. I'll leave that to the people of the internet, but it's nice to know the car is capable of it, that's for sure.
True.
Alright, cool. And now we're going to work our way up to the tilt bridge. Now, the tilt bridge is basically an Indiana Jones style ramp. Now, the point of this is basically it's a weight transfer trick. So we're going to go all the way up to the edge of this ramp and then come to a complete stop at the very edge in order to work our way over to the opposite side. Now, the reason we have this here is to show you guys how great the front view of the camera is, because once I get up onto this ramp, I'm not actually able to see anything other than the ceiling. So I'm just going to pay attention to this and then stop as soon as that ramp disappears on camera.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we're just going to work our way down here. It's a very big drop.
Yeah. Whoa.
Alright, sweet. And now we're going to work our way over to Bronco Mountain. Bronco Mountain is pretty steep. You want to take a guess at how many degrees that is uphill?
I'm thinking 40.
Yes, it is 40. It's 40 degrees uphill, 40 degrees downhill. Now what's crazy is the Bronco can actually handle up to 60 degrees uphill without fuel starvation, which is pretty impressive. So we're going to work our way up Bronco Mountain, and you'll notice that we can actually go pretty slow. We can do like 2 miles an hour uphill because we have a very low center of gravity and a ton of torque. I actually had an airplane pilot in my back seat the other day, and he told me that airplanes ascend at 20 degrees for passengers' comfort, which means that we're doing about double what a plane usually does during takeoff and landing. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So we'll work our way down Bronco Mountain now.
Alrighty.
I like to go a little slow because it kind of feels like we're going to fall through the front windshield as we're driving downhill, which is so unnatural. I've never felt that before until I got in a car like this and took my job.
Wow, yeah.
I know, huh? It's crazy. Alright, cool. And now we're going to work our way around to my favorite part of the ride. This is the rock crawl section, and believe it or not, we have a mode for that. If we scroll through our GOAT modes, we've got this thing called rock crawl. So if you watch my front screen, You'll see I have a bunch of different terrain types to choose from here. Sand, mud and ruts, slippery, baja, and then lastly rock crawl. Now rock crawl is basically going to put us into 4-wheel drive low and turn on a bunch of off-roading accessories that are going to help us work our way up and over these last couple of obstacles. So you'll notice right about now we've got all these off-roading accessories turned on. So I'm going to show you my favorite view that I have here. This is my side view mirror camera. Now what I really like about this is I can actually see my 2 front tires as I'm driving over these rocks, which is helpful because I don't have a spotter in this section. So we're just going to work our way up and over these rocks since I can see everything, and we'll be pretty good. This is great for me personally because I hate asking people for help, so this is really nice for me to have this.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, be able to go rock crawling independently. It's nice for you too, because if not, I'd be kicking you out of the car and asking you to tell me where to go right now. Perfect. And right about here, you should feel that we're teetering on 3 wheels, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a fun little trick here and press this button. That's our sway bar disconnect button. Do you know how sway bar works?
I kind of got an idea, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So I have been a motorsports athlete my whole life, and I always kind of knew, but didn't really know exactly. Now that's why I use that when I'm on this thing overload, because I can actually feel what it does. So basically there's a sway bar in the front of every car that's on the road. It provides stability and stiffness. When we disconnect that bar, we get the opposite. We get more flexibility, more suspension travel, better articulation, which is why we're able to get up and over those last couple of rocks much easier than before.
All right.
Hopefully you had fun.
Yep.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
How was it? It's hot.
Hi. Yep. It's great. All right, so about an hour waiting for Ford and all that good stuff. So pretty nice overall with that Bronco, how it did perform. But it's 8:40 right now. Robin Thicke is performing. He played frickin' Borg Lines when I was about to get in the car. I still hear the track still going off, so I'm trying to make it there because I think 9 o'clock is when the showroom closes and they do the after party after that.
Seeing that it was about closing time, I tried to get in line at the Detroit GP themed track to get into the Dodge Charger Scat Pack with the inline 6 engine. Unfortunately, they cut us off as they were only serving the last passengers before the event ended. The entire showroom floor was about to close as it was getting close to 9 p.m. at the time, so we headed out for the day. However, I came back again on Monday's public showing and got into the Charger for a test drive, which you'll see here in this POV.
So see, you got a boost pressure. Is this armed with the Hurricane engine, the inline 6, ma'am? Okay, just wondering. Seeing that it used to be electric at first, and now they're putting actual motorized engines in these things.
They come out with a 4-seater.
All right. Not too bad.
550 horsepower. Thanks, guys. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
So, wrapping this up, I had an excellent time being here. I managed to check out almost every experience and had seen a majority of the cars on the showroom floor from last year. For Camp Jeep and the Bronco experience, it was a neat experience highlighting the main features of what the Wrangler and the Ford Bronco was capable of. And for the Dodge Charger Scat Pack that I was in during the public showing, the driver didn't go hard in the paint compared to the charity preview where bro was literally ripping it along the line, unlike what I had on Monday. At least it shows proof that Dodge, in a way, is heading in the right direction by putting a gas motor into the poor selling EV variant of this muscle car. Overall, like I said, I had a great time being here at the auto show, and my $400 donation to the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan would definitely help them out. So anyways, that'll do it for the 2026 North American International Auto Show. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos like this in the future. So this is TRIZE rising up and signing out.